Brooke,
Yes.
welcome. I'm Mike Sherwood.
Hi, nice to
Nice to
meet you.
meet you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Brooke, you were one of 4 candidates that's been selected to interview for the position, an elementary teaching position, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You've made it through the first screening, you've made it through the reference check, which means we call references you had on your application or resume, plus others that we may have contacted that you do not have listed. So you should feel good about being interviewed where you're at. So during the interview, I'll be asking you a number of questions, and there's a few things you should feel free. If you'd like to pass on a question and come back to it, that'd be fine. If you don't understand a question, you want to clarify a question, feel free to ask, okay? And take your time. This is more of a conversation, and I want you to feel comfortable and relaxed and enjoy the interview. All right? So we're going to start out a little bit. Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior at Northeast Hamilton. I play sports. I'm involved with play and student council, yearbook. I am a peer intern at the Western City Middle School for one of my classes, and I help teach 5th grade.
Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part, 5th grade or middle school?
I love 5th grade.
What about 5th graders do you like?
They're not so young where you have to like teach them step by step everything, and they're old enough to know what like right and wrong, and they can understand me better.
Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to tell me about yourself? Okay. I'm going to take some notes during the interview. Don't let that bother you. Okay, I'm only writing down the good stuff, so feel comfortable with that. So tell me a little bit, what attracted you to the Northeast Hamilton District? Why did you apply here?
I went to school there my junior, I went here last year and this year, and it's just like a family, more so than a school. Like all the classes are so small that you're more of a family than.
Okay. And you talked about 5th grade you really enjoyed. You talked a little bit about as the students are a little older, they're a little easier to work with possibly, or so what, are you more geared towards upper elementary, lower elementary? We don't have a specific grade level assigned to this position. What would your preference be?
I work more with younger kids outside of school, but I think older kids would be where I'd want to teach.
So upper elementary?
Yeah.
So technology is a central part of things that happen at Northeast Hamilton. We're a one-to-one district. All students have an iPad. So tell me a little bit in your classroom, how would you integrate technology into your instruction?
I find there's websites nowadays where you can get math help or science help or just find math games or for projects you could use iMovie.
Okay. Have you used iMovie?
Yes, and
You enjoy
English,
that?
yeah.
Okay. How about Khan Academy or anything like that? Do you
Yeah,
use
I
websites?
actually use Khan Academy sometimes when I'm
Okay.
struggling.
All right. At the elementary level, you'll be teaching the four core subject areas: science, math, social studies, and reading, literacy. What's your strength? What's your favorite subject, or what do you think feel more confident in?
I feel most confident in probably English or math. I've always been a good reader, and I have helped children read and learn, start to learn how to read, and I just feel good about that.
Do you have siblings?
Older siblings.
Older siblings?
They taught me how to read.
They help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Social media plays an important role in today's world. What role should it play for students? What would you teach students about social media?
I teach them about cyberbullying, about using it appropriately. I would help them determine right from wrong, things to post and say on there.
Okay. Do you use social media?
Yes.
What do you use?
Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. I think that's it.
So you would teach students right from wrong? Will you be teaching them from personal experience or?
Personal and being seeing others posts and stuff.
Okay. So have you ever posted anything on like to have back?
I think so.
Okay.
It's obviously after now, but,
All right. Would I be shocked if I found something out, if I was to do a query?
you know,
So nothing very terrible,
No.
just some things you would
yeah.
take back.
Yes.
Our teachers are expected to collaborate with other teachers. We're in a collaborative environment. You talked about Northeast Hamilton, seems a lot like a family. Give me some experiences where you collaborated and worked well with others.
Well, the fifth grade class that I here intern there, I work with the teacher, and she's asked me to help, like, think of things that we could do for, like, with the fifth graders, activities, games, stuff like that. And it's worked out well.
So you worked with teachers that way.
Yes.
What's your favorite part of working with students?
I think my favorite part about working with students is getting to know them and seeing how you helping them can increase their knowledge and how you're helping them and educating them and making them.
Okay, so if I was to say, that's what you're passionate about, would that be it? Or what other things would you be passionate about? Are you passionate about literacy, or are you passionate about
I'm
learning?
just passionate about, like, helping, like, kids and students and being around them.
Great. You seem like a very outgoing and people-friendly person. Would that be accurate?
Yes.
You like being around people?
Yeah.
You like interacting? What drives you craziest about working with fifth graders?
Sometimes they don't listen right away, and you have to kind of help them more and repeat yourself when you're not doing what you're being asked to do,
Would you like that when you were a fifth grader?
probably.
So it's not anything else?
No.
You are one of the 4 finalists for this position. It's a hard decision for us because you're all pretty equal. So if you were to tell me what would separate you from the rest of the candidates, what would you bring to Northeast Hamilton? So I'm asking the question in the wrong way. I'm going to ask 3 questions within a question, but you can answer as one question. What separates you from other candidates? What will you bring to the district? And why should we hire you?
What separates me from other candidates is how long and my experience with children. I've worked, like, I've been around all age groups of children, and I just feel good about that. What I'll bring to the district is more like my passion for working with students and helping them and using what I've learned and putting that to them.
Great.
And I think you should hire me because I feel that with my passion with working with children and helping educate them, I feel like I could help make them do their best.
What students do you work best with? You know, in your classroom, you're going to see a wide range of students. You're going to see some students that have great abilities. You're going to see some students that struggle. Where's your passion there?
I really like working with children who struggle more because it's more of a one-on-one. And I feel like I can explain things better when I know what exactly they're struggling with and what they need help with, what they're doing well at.
Great. It's your turn now. All right, Courtney, what questions would you have for me?
What are your district goals?
District goals are the 5 broad goals that were established by the board a number of years ago. A consistent, viable curriculum where every student, we know exactly what we want students to teach students and for them to be able to learn. We want consistency in instruction across all grade levels. And we want consistency in grading and assessment. So if you have a multi-section class, from classroom to classroom, kids can have consistency in their grading and how they're assessed. We expect equity for all students, so all students have the same opportunities available to them, and we ask that decisions be based on research and best practice. So those are the 5 goals that we would expect. Okay? Other questions you have?
I think so.
That was a good question. You about caught me. Okay. Our contract is a 190-day contract. The starting pay range is starting base pay is $29,100. You said you were active in other things, there might be some activities beyond the classroom teaching that would be available. There's additional pay for those, depending on what you select, that would be in the contract. Our opening day of workshop is typically around the 15th of August, and that's orientation for new staff. And then classes usually start around the 17th to the 20th of August. Okay? Kind of the process from here, we will review the 4 candidates that we've interviewed. I'll call you either way. If you accept the position or offer you the position, I'll call and ask for you to accept it. Or if you did not make the final cut, I'll call and let you know that. So right now, if I was to ask you to accept the position, are you still interested in East Hamilton in the position you've interviewed for?
Yes.
Okay, very good. If I would make that call, and that would be your answer, then that would be contingent on 3 things. Every candidate is required to do a criminal background check, and it's a national criminal background check. So we'll ask you to sign a form, and that goes to the Department of DCI in Iowa and the FBI. We do that background check. We also ask you to sign a form allowing us to check adult and child sexual registry offenders, those lists, to make sure there's no issues there. The sexual abuse registry check, and then you'd be required to do a drug and alcohol test. And if all those 3 things are good, then it would go to the Board of Education for approval. And if they approve the contract, then we would issue a contract to you, and we look forward to you being here next year. Any questions that you have?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And the phone number I can reach you at? You don't have to do it.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's you.
But I would verify that to
Okay.
say, is this phone correct, and is that the best way to be in touch? That's it?